I'm very excited about our next speech. It is from Chris Aaro, who is one of our newer members. He has jumped right into participating in meetings with multiple roles, already serving as a Toastmaster in one of our meetings. And so I'm very excited to hear his first speech today, which is titled, How Games Changed My Life. I hope you will all be rapt listeners to Chris's first speech, How Games Changed My Life. Chris Aaro.
So this is not part of the speech, this is just something for you guys. You all knew me when I started here. I was the shy guy sitting in the corner. So today, we're going to change that, and we're going to make this something that all of you experience and enjoy, and get to learn a little more about me that you may not have known, because I'm not the most open person. So let's get this started. Today I'm going to take you on a journey from my life. See, it all started when I was little. At 18 months old, I had a hearing problem. So they put me in school so I could learn sign language. That was fun. I loved it. Didn't really know what I was doing, but I was there and it was school. Well, by the time I hit 4, they realized I had ADD. With my ADD, they realized it was neurological. They knew this from the beginning, but they didn't want to do anything till I was 4. At 4, we moved to New Mexico. And after we got to New Mexico, they decided to put me on rhythm. So from 4 years old to middle school, I was on rhythm. Now the thing with the rhythm is, from the grades 1 to 4, the teachers, they kind of understood and could handle me because I was subdued due to the rhythm. But my 5th grade year, I was kicked out of the classroom so many times for tapping. Tapping and tapping, because my mind is over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, and the teacher's like, just leave. I'm like, okay, I'll leave. So they changed me over to dexedrine, back to the kid who could focus. My 9th grade, from 6th grade to 8th grade, I focused. I was the kid who was right on track, did what I needed to until I got home. Then, of course, the medicine wears off, and what happens? Mind goes scattering. Well, that summer, my brother enlisted to join the Navy. In the Navy, they can't take their medicine with them because they're not going to restock the boats when they're out there doing their mission. So I looked my mom in the face and said, I'm not taking my medicine either if he doesn't have to. And it was a huge argument. It lasted, I'd say, a good 2-3 months. Back and forth, I'm not taking it, you will take it, I'm not taking it. And finally, the first day of school, my mom said, fine, here's the deal. I'll let you go off your medicine if you can get A's and B's. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll pull that off for you. 9th grade year, I realized something. I have 4 hours of time before my mom gets home. House is empty, my brother's in the Navy, and I've got a video game console that I used to have to share with him, all to myself. What am I gonna do? Mom's not here to say no. Friends are all at their house playing their games. So what did I start doing? Playing my game. This is where things started to change for me and make me realize that the games were more than just entertainment for me. Because my 9th grade year, my mom would come home and she'd walk in the door, time to do homework. Yeah, first few weeks I would fight with her and I want to get off the games. But she'd turn around and tell me, it's time to get off the games. And but Mom, it's games. And she'd finally get me off the games. Well, after a few weeks, I started realizing something. The games would tone my mind down to the point where I could actually do my homework. Didn't need the music. Didn't need the TV. Heck, I didn't even need anything else to distract me, like multiple assignments like I did before. My mind could focus. So I started realizing something. Video games to me were not really, per se, just entertainment anymore. They were a drug, if you could call it that, because I wasn't going to take that stuff from the doctor anymore. Forget that. I was done with that. I knew people that were still on it for years afterwards, and I'm like, no. I'm done. I'm not going to keep going to see a doctor so I can get these pills. Forget it. When I found games, changed everything. I was able to tone it down, focus, and get the homework done. Came home my first quarter. My mom looked at me and she goes, "You got your report card?" I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "So what'd you do?" And I played it out. I made it seem like there was something wrong with my report card. Dropped it on the table and walked away. As if I was the kid that was scared to hand my mom the report card. She freaked out. A's and B's. No medicine, no nothing. Still to this day, at the age of 30, games are still my drug. It's a form of therapy for me that most people don't understand. I get people who look at me and go, "You still play games, but you're 30. Dude, if you didn't want me to be this calm, this person in this room, you want me to be bouncing from that wall to that wall to this place to that place and not focus on one thing? Take my games away. You'll see how crazy I get." And that's just because that's my mind. My mind works in a very weird way under the fact that neurologically, my brain does not fire properly. So when it's going back and forth, it's running 100 miles an hour. The games let that 100 miles an hour slow down, focus, and that's how games have changed my life. Thank you.